I told you, but why you guys didn't ask my condition?
You are not that important.
Hello, good morning everyone.
Hi, good morning.
So welcome to our talk show today with us on Here's to You,
Made for You.
Okay, anyway, today we will accompany you guys with an hour with a talk show, a program that will talk about cultural variant in family interaction. Talking about culture, in Indonesia itself, we often find very many cultures. Before we start our talk show today, I want to ask you, what do you think about culture?
I think culture is a term that refers to a large and diverse set of mostly intangible aspects of social life.
Okay, but today we won't just talk about culture. As I mentioned earlier, we are going to talk about cultural variant in family interaction. So today we have a very special guest who will share his knowledge with all of us about this.
Wow, what's that? I'm so curious.
You guys must also curious, right?
Yes.
Okay, let's just call him Mr. Dedi Sulaiman.
Hello, ladies. Should I sit? Okay, I can sit down here.
Hello, good morning, Mister. How are you?
Actually, you can see his attendance here, mean he's in a great condition.
Of course, the news must be good because Pak Dedi will be attending our amazing talk show, so you must have taken care of your health, right, sir?
Absolutely, you are right.
I told you, but why you guys didn't ask my condition?
You are not that important.
That's right. First of all, I want to say thank you. Thank you very much because you are willing to attend our talk show program today.
By the way, do you know what kind of topic we will talk about today, sir?
I don't know exactly, ladies.
So we invite you here to share with us and viewers about the topic cultural variant in family interaction.
I see.
Talk about variant. Is that has some meaning with variant in MCU?
Obviously, no. Keep quiet.
But before that, I want to ask Mr. Dedi, what do you think about culture?
The culture is
Not you, Arya. Mr. Dedi.
sure, my bad.
Well, ladies, culture is a term that refers to the large and intangible in psychology, in sociology, and in our life as in general.
Okay. I think we can get the point. So, one of the most important of all family matters, and one that is found in every culture, is the teaching of accept gender roles. Can you explain what is gender roles and how are gender roles in some countries?
Well, yeah, because we are created by our gods in two genders, right? Men and women, and that's why we live here in different perspective, different feeling, and different point of view. And then, in our life, we have family here. No exception. Here the audiences and then you and your parts of family. We live in our family based on our role in gender. So we have here the children, you are women and we are men and we have different role. Also you have a father, you have mother and both of them has the specific role in family.
I read in one book, Sartre said that gender roles have been influenced by Westernization and globalization. What do you think about that, sir?
Uh, why Westernization and globalization influence gender roles? Are they an influencer like Fadil Jaidi?
Not like that, bro. Shut up. This is a lyrics.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, your questions could be right or could be changed because we are here living in East. So your question would be the influence of West because you think that culturally we are living in East. So probably when you are in West culture, in England or in America, so this question is impossible to be asked, right? And probably the question would be the gender roles could be influenced by the East culture. So I think this is natural because we are living in East culture. So when you ask, is there any influences from West culture? It could be yes, because we are living in internet mode, and you can know the general family from YouTube, from the other sources. That this is the role. A man can work for family, and also women for today's they can work. So they have their own incomes, and this income or this is the participation of women could change the role of family. For example, if a man work and then a man here as a husband work and then as a wife work, so they need a helper, right? So when there is a helper in a family, so the function of husband, wife, and the helper would be changed. The role also would be changed. If this is a housewife in a family, the function of wife would change and manage all of the family. But since the wife here work probably, so the function of a wife could be different, right? Yes. Mhm.
Okay, let's see. Um, so, okay, before we continue our show, we have a special performance from Group 7. Please
Okay.
give them applause.
Okay.
One, two, three, go.
I love you, you love me. We are happy family with a great big hug and a kiss from me to you. Won't you say you love me too? I love you, you love me. We're best friends like friends should be with a great big hug and a kiss from me to you. Won't you say you love me too? I love you, you love me. We are happy family with a great big hug and a kiss from me to you. Won't you say you love me too? I love you, you love me. We're best friends like friends should be with a great big hug and a kiss from me to you. Won't you say you love me too? I love you. Satu-satu aku sayang ibu, dua-dua juga sayang ayah, tiga-tiga sayang adik kakak, satu, dua, tiga sayang semuanya. Satu-satu aku sayang ibu, dua-dua juga sayang ayah, tiga-tiga sayang adik kakak, satu, dua, tiga sayang semuanya. Dadah.
Wow, that's a great performance, right?
I agree with you.
Let's continue our discussion with Mr. Dedi.
Okay. Most cultures include a mixture of individualistic and collective elements. What are these elements, Shir?
Well, if we are talking about individualism and collectivism, we are talking about East and West culture. That is the characteristic of West culture, individualism, and the characteristic of East culture is collectivism. These terms will influence our life. For example, we are here in Indonesia, we have the collectivism, so in our classroom, in our study, probably we are going to have some groups. Okay, every subject we have the groups for my subject as well. And then when you are going to consult with your supervisor, with your lecturer, also naturally you will invite others. Would you like to come with me to accompany me to go to the lecture? This is the characteristic of collectivism. You know, our culture in Indonesia, we have individual and then family, and then, you know, RT, RW, probably we have dusun, desa. This is the characteristic of East culture with collectivism. RT, you know, RT is a part of Indonesian culture that's showing collectivism. We have to collect, we have to have the people gathered in pos ronda or in other community that is part of collectivism. This is different from West. In West culture, we have no RT, we have no RW. So they live by individual. They have to responsible for their lives. I think that's so. So if you are going to take your scholarship to postgraduate in West culture, you will shift from this collectivism to the individualism. We have to know, you have to know, we have to know this is a part of our culture. Does it make sense to you?
But the family was the first institution to introduce the child to the idea of age grouping, an important perceptual attribute that greatly influenced the way individuals perceive people of different age. Classifying people by age is common in all cultures. As a person who frequently travels abroad, have you seen how the cultures of people in other countries are age grouped and how they treat people of different age groups, sir?
Well, that's a nice question, long questions. Yeah, you know, this is right. We have to think that family is the first institution. You know, this is the first institution because family, like your father, your mother, will teach you the belief and the manner. Probably, if you are passing others, please say punten. Okay, this is in family, so you have to be taught by manner and any other attitude. So I have ever written in a paper that family has the curriculum. You are living with your family before school for about 6 years, from 0 years old until 6, before you are going to elementary school. So you are taught by your father, your mother, how to live well, how to have a good attitude. You know, elementary school is just how to continue your education from your family to elementary school, senior high school, and then junior high school, and then senior high school. So this is right when you said that this is the first institution, because this is the first how we believe in our God, how we believe each other, how you respect your father, your mother, your older brother, older sister, and this is the very basic education. That's right. And you know, when you ask about my experiences in West culture, this is different. You know, the education in West culture is not the same with us, like how to mention your father by papa, papa, bapa, ayah, abi. But in West culture, beside daddy, so I think this is West culture to say the name to father, to mother, just to say the name. Also, to older brother, older sister, they just call the name. I think that is the culture. When you ask about the age, probably this is our culture to say tete. So this is the grouping, as you said, by culture. But in English culture, as reflected in the language, like how many sisters do you have, how many brothers do you have, there is no grouping based on age, but the grouping is based on gender. How many sisters, how many brothers? Not in bahasa Indonesia, punya kakak berapa, punya adik berapa. This is based on age, but in West culture, based on gender. Hmm.
Family communication responsibilities are numerous. Can you explain what things can families teach in terms of communication and socializing?
Yeah, I can explain that. Yeah, because you are now in the fifth semester, you are going to be the sixth one, the seventh, and you will face, marriage, marriage, and having family. This is fortunate for you to have the cross culture, so family. Although this is in one meeting, as I said that family, marriage and family is very important for you. Probably one subject about marriage and family. This is important. So that you will know how to be a good husband, how to be a good wife. So we need to educate that well. Because when this is naturally, you will have your couple without knowing how to build a good family. Just knowing each other. You love him, you love her, okay, this is enough. You have to work and we have money. We can build a family. This is not only that. You have to know how to build a good family, how to be a good man, good husband, good father for the children, right? So, yeah, your question is naturally bounded to our nature of body. That marriage and family is very important. And when you are building a family, you will have the function and the role itself. I think it's better for us to know from our student in university, so you know how to be a good husband, good father, good wife, good mother for the children, and then you have to educate your children well. I think that is my response for your questions. Is it enough? Do you want to ask anyone?
Uh,
It's enough, sir.
okay. Well, finally, we are at the end of the show. We want to say thank you to Mr. Dedi for being able to attend our show and tells us about cultural variant in family interaction.
We also want to say thanks for all the elements who has helped us to finish the show. And we apologize if there are wrong words and inappropriate behavior. To close the discussion, there is another performance from Group 7. Please enjoy and give them an applause.
See you in the next episode of the show. Here's to you.
Meant for you.
Ku pagi Abang, mentari hari ini berseri indah. Terima kasih amat, terima kasih Abang, untuk tampil perkasa bagi kami putra-putri yang siap berbakti. Puisi yang paling bermakna adalah keluarga. Mutiara tiada Selamat pagi Abang, selamat pagi Abang, mentari hari ini berseri indah. Terima kasih amat, terima kasih Abang, untuk tampil perkasa bagi kami putra-putri yang siap berbakti. Selamat pagi amat, selamat pagi Abang, mentari hari ini berseri indah. Terima kasih amat, terima kasih Abang, untuk tampil perkasa bagi kami putra-putri siap berbakti.